Good morning, students. Hope all of you are doing well. Today, I'm going to discuss that chapter 11, problem set 11a. So, in my last video, I discussed about the pictograph and bar graph and how to plot a bar graph. So, today I will discuss the exercise question answer. So, let's see the first question. So, looking at the bar graph shown here, answer the following question. So, you see, students, this is a bar graph picture is given. So, you have to answer the following questions. So, you know, students, this is a horizontal line and this is a vertical line. So, in horizontal line, what is plotting in the horizontal line? In figure, that given figure is shows in horizontal line the letter grade in the test. So letter grade in the test is plotting in the horizontal line and vertical line is plotting number of students. So you see here the grade A, B, C, D, E. So these are the grades and the number of students, how many numbers of students got grade A and how many number of students got B and C, D. So these are the number of students is marked in this picture. Okay. So you see the first question, give a title to the graph. So you see students, so the letter grade in the test and the number of students is given. So so in this figure, actually in this bar graph actually showing that student performance in the test. Okay, because in test actually how much the grade point they got, that's information we get from this figure or this from this bar graph. So that's why the title of the graph will be the students performance in the test. Now question number B, the graph is depicting the grades of how many students. So you see here the number of students, how many number of students got grade A. So that number is given 12. How many numbers of students got B in the test? The number is given. What is the number? Is 29 students got grade B in the test, and 33 number of students they got C in their test, and 10 number of students they got D in their test, and 16 number of students they got E in their test. Okay, so how many number of students total? So 12 plus 29 plus 33 plus 10 plus 16. So after do the addition, we will get it is 100. So 100 number of students is depicting in the graph is depicting the grades of 100 number of students. Now question number C, how many students scored C grade or lower than C? So that this is a C grade. So how many students are here? 33. And lower than C means the students score the numbers like this way. These are the number of students 12, 29, 33. You don't think about that this is the number. This is a number, but this is a number of students, not the marks. Okay, so that C here, C grade is here. So and lower than C means this side. Okay, so how many students they got grade C? 33 students. How many students got grade D? 10 students. And how many students got E? 16 students. So 33 plus 10 plus 16. Then after do the addition, we will get it will be 59 students. Now question number D, is it a vertical bar graph or a horizontal bar graph? So see this figure. So students, in my last video I showed you how to draw a vertical bar graph and the bar will be which way. So and that in horizontal bar graph, the bar graph the bar shows which way. So those things I discussed in my last video. But you see this figure, when you see this figure, so this bar graph is goes this side. Okay, so that's why it is a vertical bar graph. If the bar is going this side, so then it will be a horizontal bar graph. But you see this bar as the drawn bar graph at this side, so that's why it is a vertical bar graph. Okay, so now question number E, most of the students secured which grade? So you see that so means you have to find out the which grade the number of students get the most of the students. So means how that maximum student who got which grade. Okay, so the maximum students here, this is a 12. So 12 29 33 10 and 16. So see here the 33. So this number is larger than the 12 29 10 and 16. So that's a 33. So 33 number of students who got C grade. So that the most of the student secured C grade. Okay. So now question number 2. Number of absentees of a class in a particular week was recorded as follows. So see here, if in the first question the picture of the bar graph is given and you only write down the answer of the following question. And in this question you see that data information is given and you have to draw a bar graph. So these two types of question is very important from this part of this chapter. So that let's see that how to solve the question number 2. Number of absentees of a class in a particular week was recorded as follows. So how many students are absent in which week in a particular week? So that 7 days in a week. So see here, so we know that Sunday is a weekend or holiday. So that day have no class. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 6 days. How many students are absent in a class? So that information is given. So in Monday, number of absentees is 5. On Tuesday, the number of absentees is 3. On Wednesday, the number of absentees is 4. On Thursday, the number of absentees is 2. On Friday, the number of absentees is 2. And Saturday, the number of absentees is 6. Okay, so this information is given and you have to draw the bar graph. So which bar graph you have to draw? This things is mentioned. It's a vertical bar graph. If it's not given that information to draw a vertical bar graph or horizontal bar graph, so any kind of bar graph if you draw is no problem. But if it's mentioned in your question, draw a vertical bar graph or draw a horizontal bar graph, so then that you have to draw that one. Okay, only. So it's from a vertical bar graph. So you have to draw a bar graph which shows a vertical bar graph. So for this actually you have to draw a square grid. So see, at first I have drawn this square grid at first, and then this side I want to draw a vertical bar graph. So that's why this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So along this x-axis is belong in the horizontal line and the y-axis is belong the vertical line. So in horizontal line I plotted the day. So the name of the days are given in along the horizontal line, and the number of absentees are plotted along the vertical line. Okay, so see that days I'm written that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and this side I'm writing the numbers. So that because this side is shows the number of absentees, so I have written the numbers. So you see that according to the given information, Monday the number of absentees is 5. So you have to draw then a bar which is that height of the bar is touch the point 5. So scale 5. Okay, this is a scaling. So that height of the bar is touch the scale 5. So now you color it. If you want to color the whole bar, it will be okay. Otherwise you can design it, or you try to use a different color, so that will actually help you to understand which height of the bar is higher and which one is the lower one. Okay, so next is the Tuesday is 3. So see here, so that bar of the height of the bar is touch 3, and then Wednesday 4, see 4, and Thursday 2, and Friday 2, and Saturday 6. Okay, so like this way you have to draw. And one thing here, so when you draw the bar graph, the title is very important, because that when you see the bar title, then we can understand, okay, so this is that, this is a this we get this information from this bar graph. So for this actually no need to see this total bar graph, you just see this heading, then heading means the title, then easily we can understand, okay, this we get this information from this graph. So here actually I am written the title of the bar is the number of absentees of a class in a week. So that, see this, when we read this title we can understand, okay, so this information we get from this bar graph. Okay, so that's why title is very important. Now question number 3, record the grades you score in different subjects in class 4's result in the following table and represent the same in the form of a horizontal bar graph. So for the, in this case actually you, this one actually I am written according to my one. So if you want, you can write your own result, whatever you got in class 4 result, and you make a bar graph. Okay, so here actually I am written like this way. So I'm taking I have taken this 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 subject: Bengali or alternative Hindi, and English, math, science, computer, and drawing. Okay, so this is a subject and a grade. So I'm putting this, see this F, D, B, A, B, C, E. So you see this, that in math who got 90 or above 90, I put this one is A grade, and B is that 80 or above 80, it will be B, and 70 or above 70 means up to before 79, 79 up to 70, 70 to 79, this is grade in grade C, and 50 means that up to 50 to 59, this marks actually I put in E. So like this way, D is 60 to 69 is D, and 50 to 59 is E, and 40 to 49, that marks is in grade F. Okay, so different subject in the class 4 result. So I told you that title is very important. Now see, in this way, so I have drawn that vertical bar graph, and in vertical bar graph I put this subject is in horizontal, the horizontal line depicting that subject, and that vertical line actually is depicting that marks scored. Okay, so like this way you have to draw. Okay, next question number 4, mode of transport being used by 40 students of class 5B of a school for attending the school is recorded below. So in this question actually so that information given, information is given, so the mode of transport. So some students they come to school on foot, some students come to school by bicycle, some students come to school by school bus, and some come to school by private vehicle. Okay, so these are the mode of the transport, and the number of students who come to school for attending the class the on foot, those the number of students is 10, and bicycle number of students is 6, and school bus the number of students is 40, and that private vehicle that students who came to school by private vehicle the number is 10. So these are the number of students. So here actually I wanted to show you that this is a horizontal bar graph. So that's why I am putting that this is my horizontal line, this is a vertical line. Actually this horizontal line depicting the number of students, and the vertical line is depicting the mode of transport. So if you, because in this question you see here, in this question actually is not mentioned which kind of bar graph you have to draw, means it's not mentioned, but you see this question number 2 is mentioned there vertical bar graph, but in this question actually no boundary is here. Means that is not mentioned in your question is a vertical bar graph or horizontal bar graph. So if you want, you can draw any kind of bar graph, means a vertical, either vertical or horizontal. Okay, here actually I wanted to show you a horizontal bar graph, so that's why I have drawn like this way. So this is my horizontal line, this is a vertical line, and the horizontal line is depicting the number of students, and the vertical line is depicting the mode of transport. So like this way you see this on foot actually number of students is 10, bicycle is number of students is 6, and that school bus is number of students is 14, and private vehicle the number of students is 10. So like this way you have to draw, and you color it, you choose the different color to show the bar graph, and if you want you can color the whole bar graph, or otherwise you can design like this way, or any design you can do. Okay, so next question number 5. Students of a school were asked to name their most favorite subject, and their answers were recorded and tabulated. So I told you this is a tabular form. This looks like a tabular table. This looks like a table in the form of frequency distribution table, which is given below. So see tabulated in the form of a frequency distribution. So you see there subject. So subject English, Hindi, Sanskrit, mathematics, EVS means environmental science, and computer. So those are the subject is given, and the number of students who named the subject. So the 205 students whose most favorite subject is English, 100 students whose most favorite subject is Hindi, and 350 students whose most favorite subject is Sanskrit, and 280 students whose most favorite subject is mathematics, and 190 students whose most favorite subject is EVS, and 480 students whose most favorite subject is computer. So see this is actually one kind of survey to find out in a school how many students whose most favorite subject and who is one. Okay, so this is information is given, but here actually you see that that you have to draw by using this information, and you have to find out the bar graph. Okay, so they draw a bar graph to represent this data. So you have to draw a bar graph which is represent this data. Okay, so for this actually how to do, see here. So at first you have to draw a square grid, and I given the title students favorite subject. Okay, so this is my horizontal line, this is a vertical line. So horizontal line is depicting the subject, and vertical line is depicting the number of students who named the subject. So here that English, how many students whose favorite subject is English? So you see here this is up to, the scaling is up, starts from the lowest number of students is 100 and is up to 480. So the maximum numbers whose favorite subject is computer is 480. So this is the maximum number, this is the minimum number. Okay. So I have drawn this scaling like this way. So 0, 100. So this one is 50. So each square was this scaling is 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. So because the highest number of students is 480, so if you draw the scaling up to 500, so then that whole information is covered in one graph. Okay, so see here, so that this English, how many students is 205. So 200 is here, so 5 students more. So that's why I draw this bar graph up to this. Okay, so this is I wanted to show this is the 205. So then in Hindi, how many students? 100. Then Sanskrit is 350. Mathematics 280, I think. Yes, 280. So up to this, before 300. It's 280 means is that also cross the 250, then before 300, but it's very nearly close to 300. And EVS is 190, so 190 means up to this. So 190, and computers is up to 480, so up to this. Okay, so like this way you have to draw it first. Then the question number B, that what is the total strength of the school? So total strength of the school means that you have to find out that the maximum number of students whose favorite subject is which one. Okay, so the total, so see this, when you see these numbers of the students and then you find out the computer actual that computer has 480 students, EVS has that 190 students. So total strength means you have to add how many students are there given their name, and then we can find out the total strength of the school. So we can actually find out the total number of students in the school. So 250 205 100 plus 350 plus 280 190 480. So you at first you add these all numbers and write down the total strength of the school is 1605. How many students, the question number C, the how many students like one of the three languages? So how many students have the one of the three languages? So language are English is a language, Hindi is a language, and the Sanskrit is a language. So that 205 100 and 350, then we add it and they will get 655. Okay. Now question number D, which is your most favorite subject? So this answer will be differ because everyone's subject. My favorite one is mathematics, so my most favorite subject is mathematics, maybe yours is another one, so this answer will be differ. Okay, now question number 6, use the bar graph on the right to answer each question given below. So see here the bar graph is given and so just you write down the given answer. So see this is this bar graph is given. The first question is our what color cap was shown the most. So you have to check that which bar have a highest height. The height is highest. Okay. So you see here this one, the red one. So you see the which cap is it? So it is a red. So the red cap was shown the most. The answer will be the red. Now question B, how many more green caps were sold than blue caps? So see the green cap actually the number of green caps sold is 30 and the blue one is sold the 20. So how many numbers of green caps more than blue caps sold? So 30 minus 10 20, so it will be 10. Now question number 7, use the bar graph on the right to answer each question given below. So see here in graph is given. So that first question is how many tickets were sold on May 4. So you see this May 4 is here. So May 4 how many tickets is 100. The answer will be 100. Now question number B, how many more tickets were sold on May 3 than on May 2. So May 3 actually the sold ticket is 80 and May 2 the sold ticket is 70 because this height is in between 60 and 80, so it will be 70. So that how many more tickets sold on May? So that the number of sold tickets on May more than on May 2 were 80 minus 70, so that will be 10. So now question number C, on which date were 90 tickets sold? So 90 tickets sold on May, see the May 1. So because this is the height of this bar is in between 80 and 100, so that's why it will be in between, so that's why it is a 90. This height is touches the 90 scale, so that's why the answer will be May 1. Now question number 8, look at the graph of Rohit's savings deposit and answer. So see here the Rohit saving deposit graph is given, and one thing you see here, the see students that each of the bar have a title. So this the first one has cap sold, the second one sticky sold, and this Rohit saving deposit. So you see the title is very important for each bar graph. Okay. So the first question is our question number 8. In which month did Rohit save 2500? So you have to check. See here one thing, that amount in hundreds of rupees. So image is given is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and 45. So but you, it's not a 10, actually it's 10 into 100, means actually it is a 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, 35,000, 40,000, 45,000, because you see this amount in hundreds of rupees. Okay, so you have to multiply with okay, so that, no, this is actually sorry, this is not a 10,000, this is a 1,000. This is a 1,500, this is a 2,000, this is a 2,500, this is a 3,000, because 10 into 100, so it will be 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500. Okay, because this is the amount in hundreds of rupees. So in which month did Rohit save 2,500? So 2,500 is here. So see this month May. This month May, actually the Rohit saved 2,500 on month May. Okay, so that now question number B, how much more money did Rohit save in July than in June? So in July, actually Rohit saved the money is actually 4,500, and on June actually it is a 3,000. So 4,500 minus 3,000, so it will be 1,500. Now question number 9, use the bar graph on the right to answer each question given below. So see here the distance run by cross country teams. So which team ran 40 kilometers? So see student, this is a vertical bar graph, but we see this bar is going this way, so that's why it is a horizontal, going this way, so it is a horizontal bar graph. So this is a vertical bar graph, this is a horizontal bar graph. So which team ran 40 kilometer? The name of the team is, see here 40 kilometers, so 40 is here. So Prerna team, the name of the team is Prerna, who ran 40 kilometers. Which team ran the same distance as Astha? So this two bar is equal, the height of the two bar is equal, so that's why Astha and the same distance is covered by Yojana. How much farther did the team Prerna run than Yukti? Yukti actually ran 35 kilometer and Prerna is 40 kilometers, so 40 minus 35, so it will be 5 kilometer.